I don't know. It says refresh. So hold on. I'm going to refresh.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Mm.
All right, here we go. Let me just make sure my fucking mic is right. It
You
is.
know what I need to do real quick? I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I would, if it's still an issue, I might have to hook up to the Wi-Fi, which is fine. Just let me know.
Your phone's not on Wi-Fi?
No, is it a problem? You think?
I mean, I don't, you might want to put it on Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Just do it real quick.
My Wi-Fi's so fucking bad.
Why?
It's dog shit. I don't. It
Like
would
the
take me a month.
like the signals bad
We
or
have like the cheapest fucking neck gear you could buy. You know what I
oh,
mean?
okay, I got you.
So it's my own fault, but I'm too lazy to switch it.
All right, you ready?
Hmm.
Philly sports, love and pain. I'm Dave.
I am the champion, my
We're
friend.
back. Kenny, you got the spotlight on in the background. You can't move.
Oh, oh shit! I'm a little tethered. Hold on.
um,
7-7 championship, baby.
um, yeah. So hey, what's up, guys? Um, so
Ow!
not much has changed since we last talked to you. Other than the fact that Eagles confirmed shit show.
I'm back, baby.
Oh, stop it.
I'm back. AJ Brown has brought me back.
So yeah, we'll get into this AJ Brown situation, and I want to talk to you about this because I haven't really had a chance to talk to you about it, like really. So that's good, I think. But first things first, let me crack this thing. Thanks to Mike Topham for these nice little night gazer stouts here.
Night gazer.
I gotta
That's a
say,
good song.
I gotta give a shout out to my boy Dave too. He's a listener. He lives in Virginia. He got trapped in Virginia, but you know, too bad. But he is a listener and he still checks out the pod, so that's pretty sweet.
That's awesome. But I want some recognition for winning the fantasy league right
All
now. Give
right,
it to me,
fine, fine.
buddy.
So let's
Give
start
it.
off with that. Kenny took down Kenny, the one who didn't want to even do the fantasy football league.
I did it.
Ended up winning the entire league. He took down our buddy Gordy in the final, and Kenny has blood on his hands, like in every single way. His number one guy was CD Lamb.
Oh yeah, that's my boy. Eh? Hmm.
Fucking CD Lamb.
Listen, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not too proud to say that I don't hate every single Cowboy player. I don't.
You know, I don't either. It's hard.
I hate their fan base. I mean, that's 100%
Oh,
accurate.
oh God, the fan base is brutal.
Especially Ernie. Shout out Ernie, you Seattle
Yeah,
bitch,
what's
you
up? What's up?
fucking lying
What's
little
up, Ernie? You're
puss.
probably not listening right now because you're probably still at work in Seattle. You fucker.
I mean, I don't like Demarcus Lawrence because he dominates us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
no, I mean, it's hard to hate on like I get the Dak. You don't want to like Dak. I get it. Like he's like the other team, but he's not like a bad dude.
he's my MVP.
I
He's my
mean,
MVP.
I don't know how you could not give it to him. Really.
Well, I don't know. It depends how they do in the playoff, right?
So anyway, Kenny took down the fantasy football league, the inaugural Philly Sports Love and Pain, brought to you by Fired Up Sports. um, uh, fantasy football league over Gordy, and he shellacked him. It was like a 30-point, 40-point situation.
I once CD Lamb put up 40, I didn't even look anymore. I was done.
Yeah, see, while CD Lamb had literally like a career day or something,
Hmm.
and he broke the record.
We'll take that every
And
time.
Kenny, we should talk about that real quick. He broke that record in
Yes.
16
Yes.
weeks, dude.
I'm a big fan of breaking that record.
Kenny,
for sure.
and for those of you who don't know this, Kenny has a real big problem with people breaking records after week 17.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all. It's not
It's
a real record.
yeah. I mean, it gets an asterisk, right?
It'd be like baseball saying, "Yo, guys, we're gonna play 300 games." You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I think what pisses me off the most is that like it's the same thing as the Super Bowl argument, right?
Well, that's why you like when you said, like come up with like a different name for the trophy or something. Like that's really not a bad idea.
Thank you. That's what I've been trying to pitch to Roger, but he won't fucking return my calls. Fucking cuck.
You and everybody else. So,
Especially he'll return Brad Allen's because apparently that guy can still get primetime games. I don't get it.
wild.
The fuck? You saw that, right?
Yeah, I did see it.
How is he gonna do a fucking playoff implication game?
How did they why isn't that reviewable? I want to know.
Well, like, okay, so the question. Let's do that, and then we'll get into the Eagles. How about that?
Okay.
What?
So for those of you, I mean, I'm sure most of you saw this.
Yeah.
The Lions Cowboys game, the offensive tackle reported as eligible, definitely did. Went over to the ref. Ref acknowledged him. Campbell even spoke to the ref too. Pretty sure.
Pre-game. Yeah.
And Campbell or the Allen acknowledged the tackle. He went back into the formation. They ran the play. Then there was like a late flag. It was a very fucking shady situation. And
Well,
supposedly he announced the wrong number.
exactly, which you just can't have. But I didn't realize what you were saying about reviewable. You mean in the moment? I was thinking like you meant like go back and look at it and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I just mean like he clearly reported, and so like for instance, if this is a high school game or a game where there's no microphone, you know what I mean? Like that guy's gonna go report eligible to the ref, and he's just gonna say, "Okay, got it," and then they're gonna run the play. Like,
well, the problem that you have there is that it is a major disadvantage to the Cowboys specifically, right? Because they're like, we need to cover up 70. 70 is the eligible guy. So that's why it's probably never going to be reviewable because, like, you can't fuck that up. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's just it's one of those things that the refs literally can't fuck up in real time, and he did.
100%. And, okay, so say what you want to say about Dan Campbell. And, we were bitching about him on, this is hard. We were bitching about him on Thanksgiving for going for it on fourth down 517 times.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's aggressive. You missed the first one. You got the second one on a penalty. It might be time to kick the fucking field goal.
Well, dude, once you get that, and then they're like they pull the wool on you, it's like, all right, dude, I guess we should just kick this fucking extra point. Like
and then try to win it in overtime. I mean, It's not perfect, it's not great.
Continually going for two is fucking insanity. I mean,
it really is. But I mean, if again, it's like you live and die by that guy, right? At least with him, you're like, all right, there's some passion and energy, which like I feel like Nick has lost since like Kansas City, maybe.
So
yeah.
Well, Kansas City was, and ironically, Kansas City was the one where when he went off the field at the end of the game, he's like saying "fuck you," all that shit. So like,
yeah, and that's the last time I felt like we were getting pandering Sirianni, and now we're just getting, guy that's taking the blame.
I mean,
apparently
he looks like a walking dead man.
Oh my god, he is defeated. It's tough, man.
Today was different, though. I did notice today was different. So
yeah, because he knew AJ Brown was probably going to go up there and be like, "Hey, it was me," and I don't think it was like some scenario where like Nick took AJ Brown into his office and was like, "You're fucking admitting that you did it. You fucking admit to it."
No, I don't think so either, because it seemed like unless you live under a fucking rock, you heard about these AJ Brown comments today, and so AJ Brown finally broke his silence after a couple of days because. Man, listen, he was probably fucking pissed off that they suck right now. And
who isn't?
He wouldn't have said anything nice or anything that he would have said would have been just fucking plastered all over every fucking TV show.
Oh, I almost said a bad word that couldn't be on the podcast, but that fucking bitch ass Marcus Hayes. I hate that fucking guy. That guy is nothing but a Howard Eskin troll.
Yeah,
I hate him.
and so the people that are, defending him are saying, well, he doesn't have to be at AJ Brown's beck and call, like he doesn't have to be at that call at that press conference, whatever. All right, whatever. What he friendly?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Like, what does that mean?
Well, he doesn't cover the team. He is a columnist, so like he doesn't have to be there. He's just like fucking spouting opinions out. You know what I mean?
Oh, does he even have credentials?
Yeah, I think he does, but he's a general columnist though.
Got it.
Like he's not the beat. He's not like the beat guy.
So he does all the sports for Philadelphia Inquirer, right?
Yeah, he's like a sports columnist for the Inquirer.
Well, he should fucking hand in his access badge and give it the fuck up.
Well,
that guy's a shit stirrer.
I mean, he has a good point. AJ Brown's like, well, I want to know who the vet was that threw me under the bus. Like, who was it? I want to know.
Well, that is a good. And I've been thinking about that a little bit, and I have no idea because I don't think any of those older veterans are like bitch ass punks like that. I just don't.
Me neither. But here's the thing. So he came out and said that in the Seattle game, right? That the one example that he gave, like as details, was in the last play of the Seattle game when Nick came on that press conference and looked like a complete douchebag and said they were looking for a PI flag. AJ admitted that it was on the players that whole situation was on the players. They fucking completely made that play up on the fly, and Nick took the blame and said that that's what they were looking for, and they were maybe hoping to try to catch a PI. So,
and you know what's funny? Like if you go back and I watched I watched that press conference like during that time. Like I didn't rewatch the whole fucking thing. You can actually, and hindsight's 2020. I get it, but you can actually see that like Nick's almost like, why do we do that? You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, I believe that he wouldn't throw his players under the bus. I really do, unless it's that fat fuck Jordan Davis.
Me too. But here's something that I thought about after the fact, right? So at the end of the day, AJ Brown does not have beef with fucking Nick Sirianni. AJ Brown wants to win. And so like
he could have beef with Brian Johnson.
I think he might have a little beef with him. And I think that that might be the one that everybody online though on Twitter is everybody's like, how do you know? How do you know he's not lying? How do you know? How do you know? We better hurry this podcast up because we're only 11 minutes in. I got about a half hour here.
Double dipping. Yeah, no monitor tonight.
Yeah, no monitor. Yeah. Oh, what's up with that?
He's sleeping, dude. He's sleeping through the night now.
So wait, what was I saying? You just totally sidetracked me in multiple ways.
Yeah.
What I was saying, I think, was that like AJ does not have beef with Nick, and if he has beef with, he might have beef maybe with BJ. I think at the end of the day, he's just pissed off at the execution errors on the team, and he's basically coming out and saying like, listen, yeah, maybe some of the play calls are like weird, but we are not executing for shit. We fucking suck. We're missing blocks. We're not running the routes right. We're not hitting the right. He's saying he's taking some blame to the players is basically what's happening. So now at the end of the day, it's like, okay, when they fuck up. Okay, so did you see the highlights today from Acho?
Is that the one? No, I don't watch those fucking puppets.
Listen, I know, I get it, but he's doing a pretty good job of being like just breaking down the film and saying what he sees, right? So today he put one out of those two plays that are like being questioned that they ran. So the draw, the quarterback counter, and
just tell me first, second, or third. I have them ingrained in my brain now.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I think the QB counter was the second one.
That was the one where they lost the yardage.
Yes, with Hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, and it made it 3rd and 20.
Yeah, and then they ran the bubble screen. So
I call that the Devontae blow your fucking ankle out play.
But listen, so he showed that play. If they would have blocked up, they missed one block on that Hurts play. He would have had a touchdown.
Who missed the block?
Mailata.
who I have been very critical of. I think he is too focused on Christmas albums and not focused
But
enough
here's
on
the
the play
thing: it
books.
was a zero blitz. It was a zero
Yeah.
blitz. So they brought 2 extra guys, and it was so the blocking assignment kind of switched, right? And so that one got blown up because they missed one block. And if they would have had that one block, that's a touchdown. Then
That's the one they lost 4.
yes, then on the bubble screen, that it got completely
They,
blown up. They didn't block it out. It was a bad play. They ran the same exact play against San Francisco on 3rd and 19, and they converted it.
well, I think, and then like, okay, so I hear you, but I think a lot of frustration is that they get into these 3rd and long situations, and in the last,
They throw short.
10, yeah, and that's what gets people fired up, and I understand the frustration, but it's also like what I try to tell myself is, and you know this as well as I know this, is that like this is not Brian Dawkins, Ray Lewis NFL anymore, Peyton Manning NFL, fucking Tom Brady NFL. This NFL is totally different. It's a new product. It's a new decade of a product.
Yeah.
So like, 3rd and 18, 4th and 26, the Freddie Mitchell. I'm not sure that's the play call anymore, ever. You know what I mean?
The deep cross across, up across the middle.
Yeah, that was. I'm not even sure he called it, but that's for another day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm frustrated. So here's how the season has gone for me. Niners, really fucking pissed off, right? Like, just like, not even that they lost. I don't really care that they lose. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. And especially that game, right? You're like, okay, Niners. And then we knew that they weren't going to beat Dallas in Dallas. We knew that. I mean, if you thought otherwise, you're just a fool. It's just the way it works. You stole one in Philly. You're not stealing one in Dallas. So then I was like, okay, I was cool. And then they lost to Seattle, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get really fucking pissed off, right? And then the Cowboys gifted us the Dolphins, right? The Dolphins gifted us the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So
And
now I'm thinking to myself,
so like
nothing fucking matters.
So pause right there, right? So because they shit themselves against Seattle and they completely had a meltdown defensively again in the second half, and they come out and they're like, fuck, we really fucked up. We missed an opportunity here. We're really going to learn from this, and we are not going to let this fucking happen again. Okay. Then the Cowboys played Miami. They gave us the gift, and then continue.
So now you're thinking to yourself, okay, they got to show up against the Giants. And I knew, I looked at my brother-in-law, and once they fucking benched that fucking Italian, I said, we're fucked. Because this always fucking happens, man. Especially with a mobile quarterback.
He couldn't do anything either.
He stinks. I'm so glad that's over with. I was getting so fucking annoyed with that. So, they squeak by to get a win. So you're thinking, okay, we're good. And then, the Cowboys almost fart again to the fucking Lions. And now you're thinking you're hyped. You know what I mean? And then they come out and they do that.
I mean,
on Sunday.
Really, they should probably have lost that game, but that's just not how it works.
The Cowboys?
Yeah.
Definitely. But it's not how it works. And then,
Nope.
You come out, it's 21-6 going into the half. And I knew mentally that there was a strong chance that Gannon, not Gannon, but the Cardinals would get a drive together and score on that opening possession out of the second. I just knew it. You know what I mean? Like, you could feel it.
Dude.
And then they never not scored.
They gave up. There wasn't it 4 touchdowns
in a row. And then, and nothing more embarrassing than fucking Jonathan Gannon coming out and being like, oh, yeah, I kicked that onside kick because I didn't want them to bleed the clock. So I knew that if I gave him a short field, let him get a field goal, if we can stop him, we're going to win the game. And that's what makes me fucking sick. You know what I mean?
That's just disgusting.
And I don't know if, our hatred to Gannon is even appropriate anymore. I really don't think it is.
Well, here's where I think it still is. So, and we.
Wait, before you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm talking about the play on the. I'm talking about his coaching, not his decision making along the way to the Super Bowl. Personal decision making along the Super Bowl, that is slimy, grimy.
Okay, so
you're
talking
bullshit.
about the defense, the on the field.
Correct, on the field, the scheme, and that defense worked. You know what I mean? It's pressure in the front, And then the corners and the safeties only need to cover for 5 to 7 yards because the quarterback's either A, in the pocket, moving around, sacked, or hurried, you know what I mean, and coming up in the pocket and only getting a couple yards.
Yep. I
It ain't
guess
happening.
I just don't understand why. So yes, I would agree with you. I don't know if it was warranted the way that he went out of here because we fucking hated that guy.
Yeah.
As a city, like we fucking hated him, and he kind of like I say this all the time. It's one of my favorite sayings. Everyone needs a villain. So
Mm-hmm.
we lost the Super Bowl. We needed a villain. It was Gannon. Gannon was our villain.
And
You
I
know?
don't think I think again, and this is all hindsight 2020 and what we know now. If he fucking stops that play the second and third time he's seen it, I don't think people are so fucking angry. I'm talking about the play that the Jaguars ran and then Andy
Yeah,
Reid
the
took it
motion.
twice.
Yeah, the motion play.
Yeah, like if you stop that one time, I don't think anything is like a big deal. I think the punter really fucked us, and I've been on record saying that the punter's been dog shit for fucking a long, long fucking time, and I knew it was gonna bite us, and it fucking absolutely did. And that fucking Looney Tune guy can't catch a motherfucking football this year. 35 drops, and then he's catching every single fucking thing in the Super Bowl. I mean, God fucking damn it.
I know. So to lose to Gannon on your home field is just
Egregious.
a kick right in the fucking nutsack
Yeah.
for everyone. Players, coaches, fucking Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman, everybody, all of them, because not that it mattered. Like they could have really chosen to keep him. He was going to leave. Like he was getting a head coach job. He was leaving. It's not like they chose to part ways, but I don't know. It's just you can't lose to him. That's especially in a must-win game where you can lock up the division at home. Like, how many more fucking things do you need?
Well, and that's the other thing. I'm on these stupid groups, and they're like, guys, I don't know why you would rest all the starters. Then the Commanders could beat the Cowboys. Are you guys fucking stupid?
The Commanders are not going to beat the Cowboys. Like,
The Cowboys have not lost to a team they should lose to.
I don't know what that line is, but we should just bet it
Oh, 100%.
blindly.
100%.
Like, because they're going to win that game by 40.
It depends, though, right? Like,
No,
who's
I
the
know
backup?
it does.
Is it
Depend.
no? It's only because it's week 18.
I know.
Is
I
it
know.
Cooper? Is it Cooper Rush?
It don't matter. He's pretty decent too.
Yeah, that's true too. Fucking old Claude Giroux out there.
Didn't he go like 4-1 when Dak was out last year,
Yeah, we were the loss, right?
or 5-1 or whatever?
Yeah, math is hard.
So you know what, man? It sucks. The Eagles. This is a monumental collapse. This is a monumental.
It's a bad season.
It is, and it's been on the wall. Like the writing for this season has been on the wall all fucking year, dude.
Since
That was
opening kickoff against New England.
You just a win is a win. A win is a win. A win's all that matters. And then
Well,
you're constantly looking at the numbers. You're constantly seeing, like, I look at the numbers a lot. So I constantly see their defensive numbers and their third down conversion rates and all these things that are just piling up. And then suddenly when they start to play teams that like are decent, all of a sudden they forget how to play football and they forget how to win. And I mean, everybody was pissed off at what's his name. I'm fucking blanking on his name right now.
Marcus Hayes.
No, Bosa, for saying that the Niners put out the blueprint. Well, was he right?
That's true. Yeah, and then I like Caputo is like, he's like, look at this thing, and it was the Ravens in 2012 when they won the Super Bowl. It was like, loss, fired their coordinator, loss, win, loss. I don't even know what week 18 was. It doesn't fucking matter. And I'm like, yeah, the difference is that team fucking didn't quit. Like, if you look at the Eagles, they fucking quit. And there's no way that Jason Kelsey is not doing a farewell tour. He'll be back. If the Eagles want him. That's the other thing, too.
So you feel like this is going like too bad.
Yes. It's not like we lost in the NFC Championship on a great play by Christian McCaffrey. I'm comfortable with saying I can retire. This is a dog shit pony show. And
So
honestly, I feel like ever since the Cowboys game, I would argue that like I knew the Super Bowl was not a thing, right? I
I
mean,
mean,
if it wasn't the Cowboys, then it definitely sure as hell should have been Seattle, right?
I'm on this podcast. I think the weekend after the Niners game. I think
Yeah,
I think it's saying like there's no way they're going to win the Super Bowl with the defensive numbers like that. It's literally never happened. It's never happened.
and the other thing too, and like for the people that don't trust the numbers, and like, listen, I'll be the first one to tell you that I don't fucking care about the numbers. I don't look at the numbers. I wait for you to look at the numbers, and then you tell me that, and then I'm like, okay, that fucking makes sense. It's not going to happen. The numbers can be wrong, right?
The numbers can be wrong in small sample sizes.
Exactly. Like, yeah, in 18 in 18 weeks, yeah, this it can be fucking wrong
Yeah.
once or twice.
Yes.
Hence Kansas City Bills. But right now, after you get past all the slop that you had to play with, you know what I mean, like the easy schedule in the beginning of the year, this is what it is. The number is 100% accurate every
It's
time.
just to me when you hear guys like AJ Brown coming out and saying that they're failing execution, to me that's coaching. I don't know how else to chalk it up. Like what?
Well, I mean, I don't think you're wrong in any of the way. Again, like,
And by
just so
coaching,
everyone's
I just
aware.
mean all of them, all the
Yeah,
coaching.
I know.
And
And
like,
because, like,
what does
there's
Nick
no way.
Sirianni do? I don't know. Is he out there like? We don't go to practices. I don't know. Is he out there like within the offense, like fucking like, working with dudes like on techniques or I have no idea what he's doing. I don't know how he touches this team. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he's obviously doing something. I listen.
Yeah, I'm sure
There's
he does. I'm sure he's doing something. He's going to be here next year. He's not going anywhere.
If they fire him, it will be a massive mistake.
They won't fire him.
And no, I know, I'm telling you. But if they do, it's a massive mistake. And honestly, if they do, everyone should be worried about ownership. You know what I mean? Like,
I 100% agree with you. If they fire him, that is, I mean, it doesn't get much more knee jerk than that. I mean, that's almost like you might as well just let Twitter fucking run the team.
I think he's got, I think he's got next year,
He's got next
and
year.
then depending how next year goes, he's got a half of a season into the following year, or he's the coach moving forward.
If they
For a little
don't
bit.
if they don't make the playoffs next year, I think he's gone.
There's going to be what was Stanley? He was a defensive coordinator, right? A damn good one. Brandon Staley out of L.A.
Yeah. Yep.
He's the first one I'm calling, and I'm making him the highest paid coordinator.
You listen.
You know what I mean?
I think you need to go get somebody who, or, I mean, I don't know if this would ever happen in a million fucking years, but like if Bill Belichick is done in New England, maybe
No.
maybe he can come be a fucking D coordinator.
Well, he's not going to do that. And
They have the
gonna be
best. They have the best defense in the league, statistically.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like there's going to be teams that are going to want him to be their coach. I mean,
In certain
you would.
ways. Yeah,
What do you mean?
no, I'm talking about the stats on New England before somebody like fucking hunts me for that.
I'm just saying, like, the Chargers are probably going to call, and I probably take a head coaching job. You know what I mean? I don't know. You might be right. Maybe he's like, well, fuck it. I live near New England. I want to be closer to New England.
All I'm saying is that they got to go after someone who can fucking run a defense.
Can I tell you what I think their mistake was going into the offseason?
Well, sure.
I think they thought that talent outweighed coaching. And they said, okay, well, let's just get two little fucking, little toddlers we can mold and make them do what we want to do. And the talent around us will elevate everyone to be successful. And it just doesn't work like that. I don't care how fucking old you are. You need, like, if there's coaches there, there's a reason they're fucking there and they know what they're fucking doing. And you need to have faith.
And
although Brian Johnson's not a fucking coach.
And by they, you're talking about the ownership.
I'm talking ownership. I'm talking Howie. And I'm absolutely talking Nick, too.
So, but
for sure,
I don't know if this.
And I'm mad at Howie too, by the way.
Yeah, because there's been some roster issues. Like,
Yeah, and I'm fucking upset that he didn't listen to me when I
and no
said to
one's
draft
perfect.
Kyle fucking Hamilton.
no one, no one's perfect, and he's made some really great
Yeah,
decisions. But he's also, it's not been all roses.
and no one, we're not sitting here saying like, oh, they have a GM problem. They don't. They most
No,
certainly do not have.
no, absolutely
But
not.
his misses, you could argue, But again, like the whole Justin Jefferson thing, it's like if they draft Justin Jefferson, they don't have Devontae. They definitely don't have AJ Brown. So like
Yeah,
it's like
the dominoes fall differently if you take him.
yeah, and like I think they're probably better off not having him right now if this is what you're getting. You're getting two 1,000-yard wide receivers instead of a 1,400-yard wide receiver. I'll take the extra yards on two guys that are a threat.
But you don't think you
You
can
know.
find that? You don't think you can find Joe Blow that could get you 600?
Well, look at Addison.
That's what I'm saying.
I hear you.
It's
Yeah,
a,
I
it's
see
an
what you're saying.
it's an interesting argument. I mean, I don't know. I think we're fine. I
But
think
you're also selling AJ Brown about 400 yardage short too. You know what I mean?
right,
So
and he hit the wall. He should have been. I mean, I don't know where he's sitting right now, but he should
he
be
should. I know what he's right around 14. He's
14, right?
yeah. CD Lamb's got like 1625. He's got like 1398.
Right. He should be closer to CD Lamb.
Oh, 100%. CD Lamb and him should be, you know, to me equal. You know.
Yep.
That's another argument. Can we stop being like, well, CD Lamb plays the slot? So fucking what? That's where he lines up.
He's a wide receiver. It doesn't fucking matter.
What the fuck does it matter? And that's the other thing. It's like, and the Cowboys are getting lucky that Brandon Cooks is producing. Like, that's not always the case, especially with him.
Yeah, he's hot and cold.
It doesn't matter, man. If the Eagles, if they don't win the Super Bowl, as long as it's not the Niners or the Cowboys, which one of them is going to have to eliminate one of them, right? We think.
Well, who? All right, so let's go there. So this weekend almost doesn't matter, right? Like, I don't think they're going to play
I got offered tickets to go
in a snowstorm.
I was like, I'm out. I don't even think if it wasn't snowing, I was going. Although I do, people shit on that stadium. I like that stadium a lot.
I love MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, it's a great stadium.
It doesn't look good. It looks like fucking metal.
Oh, don't be a fucking nerd. Oh,
it looks like it. It looks like
building has too many windows.
It looks like a tin can, but the fucking the what's it called? The suite,
the concourse,
the suite area.
Sweet
that
concourse.
shit's fucking nice, man.
It's an all-you-can-eat buffet, pretty much. There's fucking food everywhere, drinks everywhere.
Bars everywhere, food
everywhere.
everywhere.
My god, it's great. It's open, it's covered. Like you can go inside and still see the whole fucking game.
Yeah, it's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, but anyway, so
if you ever get a chance to go to an Eagles game up in MetLife, you should do it, but not this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Because this one's a piece of shit.
Apart.
So even if they win, it doesn't matter. I don't think that the Cowboys are going to lose to the Commanders. I don't know if there's a fucking world where that can possibly happen.
You know what's funny is that they would never do this, right? But like the Cowboys could bench CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott and still win that fucking game.
And they're not going to do that.
No, I know. Yeah, I mean they want the division.
Dude, they might play the whole game and score 60.
Yeah, that's another good point. You don't really know, what's going to happen.
And so let's just say it plays out the way that we expect it. Eagles end up to 5 seed, right? Do you have the breakdown of like what it would end up like?
I don't, and I can't help you tonight because I'm recording on my phone.
That's okay. I know where to find it. So the Eagles would end up to 5 seed. Dallas would end to 2 seed. Niners already are the locked up 1 seed because they fucking. Oh, that was another thing that pissed me the fuck off. Them standing there fucking celebrating, watching the fucking Cardinals beat the Eagles, and them clinching the fucking 1 seed. My God.
Well, and also like you could argue that like they weren't going to lose.
No,
you know what I mean?
They're gonna win that. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it just fucking burns it more, No,
I know what you mean. They're annoying. They're an annoying team. So that's the funny thing. Is like I don't think the Cowboys players are as annoying, but their fan base is so much more annoying than like the 49ers fan bases. They're annoying, but like they're fucking idiots, but their players are just all so fucking unlikable, man.
Yep. So the 4 seed can be anybody. The four seed can be Tampa Bay, New Orleans, or Atlanta. That division is like literally a fucking coin flip, and it depends how all the shit shakes out on Sunday, for the 4 seed. But the 5 is going to be the Eagles.
I'm comfortable saying that we beat any of the NFC South, even this team. I'm comfortable to believe that they could beat. The only one I'm scared of is that Baker could go for 400 with Godwin and Evans. And that fucking, who's going to be super annoying is the running back, White, out of the backfield. He's going to be so fucking annoying.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, the best draft pick I had was him. Everyone don't want to believe that, but I got him late as shit, and he never not had double digits.
Yeah, I mean, that's solid.
Going on.
So Tampa Bay is win and clinch. So they play Carolina. If Tampa Bay beats Carolina at 1:00, the Eagles' opponent will be Tampa Bay. And they will know that before their game even starts in Tampa.
How is that not funny to anyone else? It's so fucking funny. We're talking home field advantage bye, and now we're fucking going down to Tampa Bay to play.
Fucking 6 weeks ago, we were like, yeah, they might be able to rest guys. Yeah, we were fucking wrong. It felt wrong. It felt wrong the whole time. Didn't it feel wrong?
I told you privately after week 1, I did not like this team. I said that to you.
Well, I've been saying it all year, man. Mm-hmm. They're fucking boring. They're boring. Mm-hmm. I hate them. I can't tell you how many times I've texted people. I hate this team.
Well, and it's just like, and you know what else I think makes it worse? And then we can go into this debate that you've been trying to do for the last 7 minutes. I think it makes it worse because of all the Monday night games, all the Sunday nights, all the 425 games, and then the 1:00 game that I'm watching. This fucking shit happens. And you know what else? My wife abandoned me at fucking 1:00 to go to her fucking mother's house. So I was on kip duty while watching the game, getting so fucking mad. And I'm looking at my baby and I'm like, oh, I want to put you in a cement mixer. I'm so fucking mad at you. And he did nothing.
This is your future, kid. This is your future.
I know. That's what I like. Honestly, in the back of my head, I'm like, I kind of hope he doesn't like sports. Because this shit's just not fucking worth it, dude. It's not. And we've talked about that on here privately, groups, amongst us. Like, what life would be if I was like a fucking programming nerd, By my calculations.
No, then you'd probably be like an analytics guy, and you'd really love like the numbers of football.
Yeah. We couldn't have two. We couldn't have two of us.
It wouldn't work.
No.
So obviously the 1 seed San Fran, they're going to get the bye. The 2 seed will be Dallas. Dallas will play the 7, and the 7 is the toss-up.
Seattle.
It looks to me right now that it's most likely going to be Green Bay.
That's
unless Seattle wins. If Seattle wins, then they are the 7.
We do not want Seattle to win.
And they play the Cardinals.
Oh my God.
And the Cardinals, the Cardinals are in draft pick land, so they might not give a fuck.
Well, they were, because you see the GM was like, fuck.
I know, I saw the dude, he looked like he was on like coke or something on the sideline.
He did, yeah, absolutely. He was on Molly, and he was just like, fuck. Fuck.
So if
wait,
Seattle,
the Rams are locked in, right?
The Rams will be, most likely they're going to be the 6th seed.
Well, how else could they not be the 6th seed?
So if they lose and Green Bay wins,
they flip-flop.
They are the 7. Yeah.
I don't want to play them.
So, I mean, Dallas is going to play most likely Seattle, maybe the Rams or Green Bay. Right? There's a weird
6 of the spots are no. Oh my God, yeah. Now I'm sorry, I'm putting it together in my head. That's fucking nuts.
I know.
So
I'm looking at it, so it's easier.
Yeah, the Rams are guaranteed in. the 7th seed could be the Packers, Seahawks, or the Rams, depending on the Packers flipping with the Rams. And then the only other one that's open is the 4th seed out of those 3 teams, and then obviously 2 and 5.
Yes, but there's even some more funky shit that could happen to where the Saints sneak in
Oh, when the Saints
as number 7.
come marching in.
The only way that happens is if they win, and Green Bay and Seattle both lose. So,
Well, okay, another question. Well, what if the Bucks lose?
okay, if the Bucks lose,
If the Bucks lose in that scenario, what? It doesn't matter because
if
then
if
New
the
Orleans
Bucks
wins.
if the Bucks lose and New Orleans win, if the Bucks lose, then the other team that wins out of New Orleans and Atlanta, that team wins the division and they will be the 4 seed.
And then if that is New Orleans, then it doesn't matter. They can't. They're already in. So then it would go back to the Packers and Seattle, right?
Yes.
So Atlanta's only hope is if both of those 2 other teams lose.
The Atlanta's only hope is if Tampa Bay loses and they beat New Orleans.
Yeah. Okay. Which I mean, it's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
That division is weird.
It is. It's really fucking weird.
And what's funny is like it's week 18. Those 3 teams are fighting for a playoff spot or a top 5 draft pick.
Yeah, that's tough.
Bro, I take the pick, bro. I take the pick.
So the Dallas is going to be playing some scrappy team in this at number 7. They're not going to lose that game. Let's be real.
No.
Detroit is going to be the 3 seed. They're going to most likely play the Rams.
Could be a loss. Matt Stafford coming back.
That game could go either way. Right? The only reason why that matters is because if the Eagles beat whoever the 4 seed is, if the 6th seed wins, then they would play the Niners, and the Eagles would play the Cowboys.
Dallas, yeah. Which we don't really.
I don't even know if I can say they can beat anybody. I don't think I can say that. I don't know.
They can beat anyone. That's the fucked up part. But they can also lose to anyone. They're so annoying.
It's fucking weird, man.
But what I was gonna say is if they beat the Eagles in the 2nd round and then lose in the NFC Championship, that fan base is gonna be so insufferable. Like if they lose to the Eagles or if the Eagles lose to Cowboys, it's gonna be insufferable no matter how you slice it, right? Loss in the NFC Championship, win the Super Bowl, lose in the Super Bowl. It doesn't fucking matter. It's going to be brutal.
Yeah, but I would love to see them lose the Super Bowl. I'm not.
Would you?
Yeah, for the fan base.
Yeah, but then we're gonna have to listen to them sound exactly how we sounded for a whole year. Well, we made it to the Super Bowl, you motherfuckers.
Well, and then all I can think of is like how the Philly fans dogged on the Braves fans.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's all the same.
It's delicate.
It's a slippery slope.
So NFC Championship game.
I think it's going to be San Fran, and then the winner of whoever Dallas is going to play.
I feel like it's going to be Niners.
I think it's
Lions.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But, gun to my head, your Super Bowl is going Baltimore or Niners, and I think the Ravens can win it with ease.
So here's a weird scenario, right? Could the Eagles beat the Niners?
Yeah, but no.
like what's that line? Week 2nd round, divisional round of the playoffs. If Eagles at Niners, what's that line? Niners
7.5?
6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Especially because it's gonna be in Santa Clara.
Yep.
Yeah, nah.
But isn't McCaffrey a little banged up?
He is, which couldn't happen at a better fucking time.
I didn't see. Well, We didn't.
I'm
Really
sure
get
it was. I'm sure it was like a fucking like cautionary bullshit. You know what I mean? Like they know
Yeah.
that this shit don't matter.
Yeah. We didn't get to really talk too much about like the grades and stuff from last week's game, but we don't really need to.
What grades?
Like the PFF shit. I was looking at those, like the
What do
tackling
you?
numbers and the like the pressures and stuff like that.
How long have we been doing? 43. We got time.
So, well, let's just wrap this up. So, what do you, if you had to pick right now, your championship game? So you have the Lions upsetting the Cowboys
I do.
in the divisional round.
Yep.
Okay, it's not impossible.
I think the Lions are gonna do. They're gonna do it. They're gonna get to the championship game and then just run out of steam. Where Dan Campbell's gonna go for too many fourth downs and fuck them. And CJ's back, right?
McCaffrey is a calf.
He always has a calf.
Calf strain. That must be like his go-to.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
When you're the fucking Hulk and you're fucking in Bruce Banner's body every time you're running the football, I mean, I expect nothing more than to have fucking sore ass fucking legs.
Seriously, that might be one of the best moves that they've ever made.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, I know.
You know, how does the NFL not go no?
I know, seriously. So wait, you talking about CJ GJ? He's IR. But yes, he came back. He was a full participant in practice Wednesday.
So he'll probably play a quarter and a half just to get wet, and then he'll play. Yeah. I fucking wish that they signed him and they let that fucking fraudberry go. And you know what's funny? And I strongly believe in this is that he'll bounce back next year.
Probably.
That's how it works with these fucking guys, man.
Yeah, well, cash rules everything around me, right?
Well, I'm a big, I've been a big fan of that since the start.
So we have to talk about something else.
Yeah, Jordan Davis being a fat pig.
Yeah, so Baldy had that little breakdown and calling out Jordan Davis for basically being fat and out of shape. I mean,
he ain't wrong.
I don't know. He looks tired.
It's not even that he looks tired. He doesn't make an impactful play ever. He doesn't.
I don't know what to say. He had one assist.
Oh, sweet. Thanks.
But like, isn't his job basically to like prevent them from running up the middle?
But he doesn't do that. Like,
well,
they James Conner gashed them.
Did he gash
James?
Them
Yeah, absolutely. James, feel bad for me because I had cancer. Connor, fuck that guy.
All right.
Oh, stop being a sensitive bitch.
All right. He had so he had, how many yards did he have? He had 127 yards.
All hard yards.
He had 127 yards, only 20 up the middle.
Yeah, but what's like?
So you could argue that Jordan Davis is effective. I'm just saying, like, he's not a pass rusher, and I think that when you're like the fat run stop guy, you're not. It's not a sexy fucking position. He's a fucking fat nose tackle.
Yeah, the thing was though is that like people want Hargrave situation, right?
Yeah, he's not Hargrave. You know,
I know.
That's Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter's more of a Hargrave guy.
Yeah, I agree. But the other problem they have with the Jordan Davis thing is that, like, a superstar stud safety was taken right after him, which we knew Kyle Hamilton was going to be good. Were we together?
Yeah, we were.
So, like,
we did the podcast.
Was that this year?
Yeah, remember when they were talking about Jalen Carter being a murderer?
No, we were together though when they took Jordan Davis, and I told you at TJ Willihan's in Orsham.
Yes, the Jordan
Yeah,
Davis pick. We were together and PJ Wellhands. Yes,
and I was mad about that. Remember?
I do. He
Uh,
Connor had 62 yards off the left end.
who's that?
Well, so
Sweat.
that would be our right defensive end. So whoever lines up most at right defensive end, I can't think of
Well,
who.
and that's the other
I
thing
think
too. They're like,
that's technically Brandon Graham. I think.
well, we could argue that Brandon Graham is old as shit. So
Yeah.
that was another thing, man. Like we've talked about this too. Like I feel like when we had the beginning of the season, we were like, okay, worst case scenario events, like da 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 da, and they all just fucking pankoing right down the like we said that they signed too many veteran guys. We agreed to this. And we said that like worst case scenario is one of them can be poor, the other two need to be decent. I would argue that Jason Kelsey has been very good. He's missed a few blocks. That's whatever. I hate his podcast. But other than that, I think you could say that Kelsey's had a really good season. You know what I mean?
I would.
I would argue that Brandon Graham has been meh. And Fletcher Cox, outside of those 3 to 4 games in a row there where he was the guy, he's disappeared. So like they're not getting the production they need out of these fucking veterans that are, you know, old. I think people don't realize how old Brandon Graham really is. You know, like he's
You're right.
old.
You're right. He doesn't. I think it's just because he like doesn't look old
You know,
or something. But like I mean, he was drafted in what 2010.
was it 10? I thought it was 12, but no, you're right because Lane Johnson was 12, and Earl Thomas. It was either 10 or 11 because I remember being so fucking mad they took Brandon Graham over Earl Thomas.
I think it was 2010, dude. And I'll look it up.
I was in college. I know I was in college, and I know I was at 733 School Street drinking a Natty Light with fucking Mike Lawrence, and we were getting fucking fired up.
Yeah, 2010. It was 2010.
Think about that.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah. And, like, also, like, how old is he? 36, 37?
He is 35. He'll be 36 in 2 months.
Okay, so he's 36, so really he's like 56 in dog years. Seriously, like his NFL body wise, though, like that thing.
NFL years.
Yeah, in NFL years, he's fucking old, man. His body's whittled up.
For every 1 year you play in the NFL, you age 3.
I was just gonna say that it's definitely fucking 3 years. That's for fucking sure. I don't know, man. Like the season has been disappointing. You know, almost every game has. There's only been one game that I've been like, oh, okay, this is great, and that was Miami. Other than that,
Lucky
every
for you,
single
you were
game.
actually there.
I know.
Here's
and,
the
and I remember it.
Yeah. Here's the one thing I think I like that I like about it is that we kind of like we're not our expectations have been lowered so low now.
Yeah, that winning a series is good enough.
That like even if they upset somebody, it's gonna feel good.
Yeah, like
in
a lot of us
in the moment when we look back on it, we're still gonna fucking hate the
a
season.
lot of us are gonna be like, man, if they would have just beat Seattle, we'd be in the Super Bowl.
No, here's what's gonna happen. If they win that first week against Tampa Bay or whoever it is, they'll do it. They'll win by like 2 touchdowns or 17 or something, and everybody's gonna be back on. And everybody's going to be back in, and then they're going to get fucking shellacked in the fucking divisional.
Anal leakage.
So let's talk about college football.
You see who Penn State got today?
Did you see? No.
They got the wide receiver from Ohio State transferred.
Oh, he came? I saw that he was talking about coming over here.
Fleming? Is it Fleming? I feel like it's Fleming.
That's pretty sweet. That's actually a nice grab.
Well, you know, everyone's gonna run from Ohio State for a year or two because they're not sure about Ryan Day, which is a fair fucking point. I want to talk. Oh, I do want to talk about college football and how ridiculous it is to lose an over by 0.5.
Oh no! Which game did you lose by 0.5?
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, wasn't it the Texas game?
Yeah. And I thought it's pretty, bro.
I
loved Washington in that
Yeah,
game.
so
Dude, they were. I mean, You know what I mean? Like, but I parlayed them with the over and +3, I think, which obviously the one hit, but I was pretty upset because that was like a tinsy little bet. You know what I mean? Like a little $10, $20 bet that would have paid me
Nice. Yeah, it would have paid nice.
$5.20 at least.
You know, I next year I should just sell my picks for the bowl season because I was like ridiculously hot this year.
Okay, we talked about this though. This bowl season has been very, 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 very predictable.
Yeah, well,
I'm actually really upset that I didn't know Oregon was playing whoever they fucking put. Liberty. I wish I knew that. What was that line? What was that line?
I think it
400?
was like it was like 19, I think.
19. Although I wish I knew that. So, those were probably the two best college games I've seen in the longest fucking time.
Those two playoff games were fucking great. Awesome.
They were so much fun, dude. They were incredible. The energy was there. You know why I love college football when it's not my team? I don't really need to pay attention. I can scroll on my phone. I can do what I need to do.
Yeah, and you
then
can just
I
watch
know
these crazy plays and just the execution, like all that shit.
And I had Michigan. We were on Michigan, right? No, you were on Bama, right?
I was on Bama on a teaser, so it's still covered. But you guys had Michigan,
so that was nice. That was a nice little deal there.
I wanted Bama, but I had to have them more than 7, so that's why I had to tease them because I couldn't get the alt line they're fucking clever when they put out these spreads. Bama was 2.5, and so every book would only let you alt the spread up to 6.5. I'm like, I don't want 6.5. I want fucking 7.5. So I had to fucking tease it.
Well, and what's annoying there is that like FanDuel, they're starting to do like shady shit.
I know.
Like if you take a parlay and it doesn't line up, you know what I mean? Like the payout, what if you just did it all straight?
But what's his name? DraftKings does the same shit. They like slide the odds based on what you're picking. It's like they change the odds. It's fucked up.
Did you hear about ESPN? ESPN Bet?
No.
Bro.
What happened?
So they're gonna either get canceled or they gotta change their policy. But if they void a bet, so say you had Bryce Harper to hit a home run and he was benched, he didn't play
to the next game.
No, you don't get the win, you lose.
They take your money?
They take your money.
What?
Yep. So if you have so and so in a bet and normally they play, they don't play.
That's
normally
crazy.
Void it out. They adjust the lines and you get paid out based off of that player not playing. But on ESPN Bet, you lose your bet.
That's fucking bonkers, dude. No one's gonna bet there.
I know they're gonna have to change it.
Yeah, they can't do that. That's stupid. Like you could never bet on basketball.
No, 100%.
Like you don't. Some of these dudes get scratched fucking 5 minutes before the game. You got SGPs everywhere.
SGPs.
I had a nice one last night on Embiid. Now college football was fun this year, man. And
yeah, well, not for Penn State, but everyone else, yes.
Penn State's terrible.
Well, it's because your boy.
I don't know if there's anything that can help them.
Yeah, there is.
What?
Firing James Franklin.
Yeah,
and you know what's funny? You know what's so funny to me is that they're going to be like, oh, but James Franklin got Fleming from Ohio State to transfer.
No.
Do you know where Fleming's from?
You know what they're going to do? They're going to say, oh, but James Franklin got them to the playoffs.
No, I know.
Because next year they will be a playoff team.
They will be. You know what's funny, though, is that like Fleming's from Central PA. So he's just coming home. So can we not give him credit for that, please? I would appreciate it.
Please.
Like, will I ever feel what I felt? Like, my buddy's a Washington fan, and then we have Joe as a Michigan fan. So, like, I actually felt myself feelings towards these fucking things. You know what I mean? Like, am I ever going to feel that as a college football fan for Penn State? The last time we felt it was like '02, right? When Michael Robinson took him to the fucking Orange Bowl against Bobby Bowden.
For me, it
Only,
was the last
oh
time I
no,
felt
I
like
take it
that was
back.
probably Go ahead, because you know what you're gonna say the same thing
Yeah,
as me.
at the Cats Meow down in Maryland. Cattails or Nine Lives or whatever bar, this shitty little fucking bar we were in, slinging shots all night.
Yeah, yep.
The Big Ten title game against Wisconsin.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, yeah.
You never know.
I do know. I haven't felt much of anything.
Yeah, and then, yeah, they're just lost. It's just probably the last time I felt like super attached was Darryl Clark year. Darryl Clark.
Oh, number 17. I have a Facebook status that's like, whoever. It's like the Redskins got canceled. I was like, oh, the Commanders got Darryl Clark. No, you watch out, they're going to the Super Bowl. Like, I was a big Darryl Clark guy. He was so good, especially in NCAA football, man. Like the game.
Speaking of, that shit's
yeah.
coming. That shit's coming back, man.
I know, but like Madden's trash, so I hope they don't get it fucked up.
I don't think it will be. I think they're gonna do it right. I really do.
Well, also, running a video game offense with a college playbook is infinitely more fun than
come
an
on,
NFL
man, with
playbook.
a fucking air raid or a fucking these teams that can run the triple option and like actually do it.
Did I ever tell you about the stolen stop sign?
No.
So Mike and I used to play NCAA. We'll call it 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah. Yep.
We lived in the same house all 4 years of college. We lived together, and I stole a stop sign early on in our career, and I put it up on the wall, and we would write the scores. You know what I mean? And like, if I won, I was blue, and if he won, it was written in green, and it was just blue, 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 green, blue, 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 blue. Like I fucking dominated, Mike. I was. Well, that was during the time like right out of college when I was like ranked in NHL. Remember that shit?
Yeah,
I was fucking dirt. I was fucking gross.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Those were the days.
Yeah, when all you had to do was play video games.
Days.
Jerk off.
Go to class.
Go to class,
please. Nick, bitch.
I've
that's
come over.
Gonna be fun.
I've come over to the dark side.
What?
I got PS5.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. It's great. I mean,
I love it.
I mean, of course,
I'm back,
I wish,
baby, but not really.
Yeah, I mean, you will be though, because Grayson's gonna start being able to play like actual real shit now.
Yeah, but I got to be careful about it because like you know how kids are, man.
Well, it's a delicate process.
This is very delicate. Yeah, you can't let them know too much.
Well, so the thing is, and mostly like I played a lot of video games. I think I'm okay. I do have this fat neck situation that I'm not proud of, and I know it's solely from playing video games. But like it's just all about balance. You'll find it.
Life is about balance.
Yeah, and drugs.
So Kenny,
and hookers
and blow. Are we gonna do? Are we gonna do a pod? We're gonna do a pod next week, right? To set up
it's your birthday, and I know you want to rock out.
I know it's your birthday. It's your birthday Monday, right?
Yeah.
So you'll be spending is this your first birthday with your boy?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's pretty cool.
I wonder what old Kipper's gonna get me.
Yeah.
Hopefully a brand new attitude.
I got a new attitude. So we'll be on Tuesday, probably Tuesday night. Probably, maybe. Who knows?
Well, the way things have been going, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, one of those fucking nights.
It'll be one of those days. We'll come on, we'll talk to shit, we'll set up the hopefully a win for the Eagles, and if they lose, then we'll just start talking about the Sixers and Flyers because the Flyers have been pretty cool actually. Now They hit the skids a little bit on this fucking ridiculous West Coast road trip, but
So that's the question: it's like, what happened now? Can they regroup, or are they who we thought they were? We let them off the hook.
Yeah, so like this is big for that.
This is big.
They got Columbus next, right? I think.
Yep, it is. This will define the Flyer season, which is much nicer. Saying we're in January trying to define the Flyer season instead of October.
Yeah, so they just went on that road trip and they lost like 5 out of 6 or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 out of 5, but it's the same deal.
Yeah, same thing. So, they got Columbus, the Flames, the Pens, the Canadians. They got some winnable games actually coming up here.
Yeah.
So they might be able to get.
They just need that. They need to end it with like a winning, like a 2 game above whatever your number is, right? Like they just need to be like 2 games over 500. If you're calculating the next 10 games, 5 games, 7 games, whatever, they need to be two games above.
Well, they're 2 points. They're 2 points ahead in the wild card, but I mean you can't even look at the wild card
now.
Right now, it's way too early.
What are we doing here? Are we going to take a hiatus, or are we going to keep going? Probably take a week off, probably.
Yeah, we'll probably take a week or 2, and then we'll regroup, and then we'll decide if we want to do every week or every other week or whatever, and get it through the Sixers and Flyers season, and then maybe as the Sixers and Flyers start getting closer to playoff time, maybe we'll start to do it once a week again because the Sixers are good. The Sixers are good. The Sixers are good.
Yeah. No, I kind of like that idea. Every other week until playoff baseball starts. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like playoffs and then
playoffs and baseball. Yeah. And like, fucking Nick Nurse has made a difference. And Embiid has had 30 points in how many games in a row? Fucking 15?
It goes to show you what a comparable coach is and not that dumb fucking fat bitch Doc Rivers.
I will be the first one. I will be Glenn. I will be the first one to say that I was completely wrong.
I know. I love it. I love it. It's my favorite thing.
It's not 15 in a row, by the way. It's like he's been around 30 almost every game.
Are you sure it's not? What is it, 12?
Nah, because I just looked in December. December 15th and 16th, he only had. Oh no, hold on a second. That's minutes, not points.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you're wrong. I think it is.
It is.
I think it is 15.
It is 15. I think I was right the first time. So he's had over 30 points since November 15th.
Imagine taking that. Holy shit.
Every night, dude. 30. Last night I think he had 30 and 15. He had a triple double. He had a triple double.
He definitely stat padded last night though, which is fine. I don't care.
31, 15, and 10.
Yeah. The Sixers are gonna be fun. I mean, I'm not back. I'll watch, but I'm not like back,
Nah, you'll be back in May.
Oh, for sure. So I mean, I'm a fucking glutton for punishment.
Yeah, I mean it's fun, right?
Well, and this is fucked up, but I was just thinking to myself like, fuck, football's like over because Chrissy goes to bed at like 9:30, and I stay up and watch. You know what I mean? The late night games, and I've conditioned myself in the last 18 weeks to since Kip has been born, but to really be productive on 4 hours of sleep. So,
well, you're just gonna be playing a lot of video games.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of over it. It happens from time to time.
Not when NCAA comes out.
Yeah, that's true. That's gonna be a little bit different. You're right.
You'll be back on that.
Yeah,
all right, well, let's go.
So I got something. I gotta ask you something.
Okay.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right.
When you take a shit, what do you wipe what hand do you use? Your dominant hand, right?
Am I right-handed or wrong-handed?
Yeah, okay. First off, I've heard that my whole life, and now I'm gonna go kill myself.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I use my non-dominant hand.
To wipe?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're like deep in thought right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to think like how. No, I definitely use my dominant hand. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't like this motion. So I someone called me out the other day. They're like, "You're a fucking weirdo," and I was like, "Why?" And they're like, "Why is your wedding ring here when you take a shit?" And it's because I take my ring off
Oh,
when
yeah.
I take a dump because I wipe with my dominant hand, which is the left hand, and it only takes once to get a little turd under there to be like, you can't wear the ring. So now I'm trying to figure out, how weird am I that I do that?
No, I don't think that's weird at all.
But I guess most of the people I know are right-handed, which means that's not a
Well, this
problem
is
for
actually
them.
an interesting question though, because I don't. I wipe with my left hand, bro.
That's crazy. Like, yeah, what's funny is that like I write with my left, I eat with my left, I do everything else with my right except for wipe my ass.
I wonder if it's because of baseball. And by that I mean like when you play baseball, your non-dominant hand, like because it's your glove hand. So like you do more things with your non-dominant hand than if you don't play baseball.
Yeah, I don't. It's honestly a pretty good question, but
Like for instance, when we first had Grayson, and for like probably like the year or 2 years after that, my left arm was more muscular than my right arm.
well, that's because you're jerking off.
No, I don't jerk off with my left arm. No, because I'm carrying my fucking kid and everything else in my left fucking arm. And it's not my dominant arm, it's my non-dominant arm.
Yeah, that actually, man, I'm gonna start paying attention to it. I'll report back.
Grayson
I'll
writes
report
with
back.
his right hand and bats left-handed.
Yeah, kid's all fucked up, just like his dad.
He's Bryce Harper.
He's a smart boy.
Batting left-handed and throwing right-handed.
All right, let's end it. I got a diarrhea like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
No,
I'm
you
gonna
have
have to
to.
take.
You have to wait. This thing has to upload. You're gonna be here a minute.
I'm gonna shit my pants. I gotta take my look. The ring is coming off. I gotta go.
All right. See you
Good
guys
night,
later.
my sweet princes. I love you all.
Good night. No, you really have to let this thing upload.
Can I just take my phone with me?
No.
All right, I'll be back. Let me poop. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay. And then I gotta talk to you about James.
Can't wait.
All right, I'll be back. Did it upload?
No.
What do you mean no? What?
Your speakers, your headphones aren't on.
I know, why?
I don't know.
What were we saying now?
I was gonna say maybe try turning off your Wi-Fi.
How short is it?
It says 65%.
That's what it said the whole entire fucking podcast, dude. It's gonna take 7 to 5 business days to get there.
So what happened with James?
Oh, he's in trouble.
What happened?
He's just his inability to do the job is just fucking killing us.
Yeah, but he's not really doing the job anymore, right?
Well, he is. He doesn't. We're demoting him on the 18th.
Oh, he still has 2 more weeks.
Yeah, he fucking sucks, dude. I don't get it.
Turn off your video and see if that helps. What did he do?
Like we gave Corn Main the Fab. We gave you guys the Loose, and then there's just always shit that not everyone can. So
Yeah, always.
Jody fucking took the list and he pretty much, highlighted everything that, James needed to order, that wasn't going to get delivered to the site. And so James had to, get it ordered and deliver it. So we have a subbed out contractor on the site, and Ferguson shows up, Cormain shows up, and then he's like, I don't have this, and this, and we're like looking at the shit, and Jody's like, oh, I gave that list to James, and so we called James, and James was like, oh, I didn't know it needed to go, and Jody was like, it's been in your door for 3 weeks, like why am I not done, And he's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Can't. He's just a fucking moron, dude.
He is. He's fucking stupid.
He's getting dumber, too. This divorce is not helping him.
That doesn't make no sense. Brianna gave him some shit, too.
Did she?
Yeah, because he's always... Do you think your phone will upload better when you go upstairs?
Not necessarily.
Even if you're closer to the Wi-Fi?
My Wi-Fi is terrible, dude.
Even upstairs? How do you watch TV?
I know. That's why I'm always delayed.
Well, you gotta leave that app open until this thing loads.
That's fine. I don't ever close apps out.
Just reconnect to the Wi-Fi when you go back upstairs.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll help. We were at like Longwood, and he was saying shit on her Snapchats. He was like he was like, you know what I mean? Off the story. Not like, oh, I miss you guys, blah blah. Looks like you're having fun. Miss you guys. And she wrote back. She's like, why? I don't know why you miss us. Like it's not like you're seeing us any more or less than we did before. She gave him some shit, and he was like, I don't know. I would probably disagree. I didn't see you guys at all over the holidays. And she's like, yeah, but that's literally all that we would ever see each other. So like, you're looking back on things with like, and thinking it was like all better than it really was. That's basically what she said to him. And he got all bent.
Yeah. He said some hard shit to me. And I was like, oh, it was that too. And he said something, and I was like, oh, you're just jealous. You wish you had my life or something like that. And I was like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you, if we could switch lives, you would fucking switch in 1.2 seconds, buddy. You know?
he
So
he
can I
thinks that his
go on?
he thinks that his that like I don't know. He thinks that no one else has anything to do. No one else has problems. No one else has fucking, stress. Like, dude, he just needs to like be a man for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's not really able to do it, bro. He's brutal.
That's gonna be insane when you guys fucking make that move.
I know. I'm not looking forward to it. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. He's gonna be upset. I mean, I get it, but like, he's not good enough, man. He's just fucking up all the time.
Yeah, he's not good enough.
And it's crazy because like when he was my shop lead, he was really good. I wonder if like the purchasing is what's derailing him.
I bet you that is what it is.
And it's crazy too because like all he had to do was like be good at purchasing for like a couple of years and he could go anywhere.
Yeah. It's not even that fucking hard, man. You don't even need to learn that much about shit. Like, you just need to learn like, the basics about every product. That's it.
Not even. Remember, you're just mostly copying and pasting whatever you get on a list. You just need to be able to know when that shit's coming in and when it's not here when it's supposed to be in. What is the reason it's not in? Did you not order it? Did Ferguson fuck it up? Did the shipper fuck it up?
He's lazy too. Like, he doesn't he's lazy.
Well,
He doesn't want to learn. He doesn't want to learn things. Like, and I mean lazy like he's brain lazy. Like, he works. He shows up. Like, he'll do work, but he's brain lazy. Either that or he's retarded.
Huh.
He could be retarded. I don't know.
He's on the spectrum, that's for sure.
And that's fine. We
all are.
Yeah, did you see that dude that attacked the judge?
No, but I want to.
You got to find it. The video is fucking wild, dude.
He killed him?
She did not. No, I don't think so. She denied him parole. And he fucking like Brian Dawkins over the fucking bench and fucking like speared this woman. And like I found a long video. It was like 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes. He's like fucking punching her and shit. Like, you can't really see it, but he's on her. And like there's dudes on top of him, like fucking punching him in the head and shit. It's fucking crazy.
Is he white or black?
What do you think?
Black.
Yeah.
Why? That is weird. I don't. So what? Like, did she deny the parole for what reason? Did they say?
Yeah, it did. It said something. He was like a assault with a endangering something. Blah blah blah. I'll find it. And send it to you. I've seen it a couple times today.
All right. Well, let me know. I'll keep this app open so I can't hang up.
No, you can't.
So, but I can get out of it, right?
I don't know. I found it. I'm gonna send it to you.
All
right. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know how to do this because it just has to load. Just make sure. Listen. Just make sure that you connect to the Wi-Fi and just leave it open.
All right.
There's a backup on, like, there's a cloud backup.
Okay.
So it's at worst case scenario, I'll just use that.
All right. I'll leave it up.
All right. Cool.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'll text you actually. Did Ferguson fill that role yet?
I haven't heard back.
That's crazy. They're so fucking stubborn. Instead of like just taking me for an interview to just talk about it. You know what I mean?
What's the position? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was Bob Jackson's.
Let me look. Let me look and see if. Let me look at Don's tree real quick. Here, let me see.
Oh, see if there's someone.
Yeah. Don Gore. Show organization.
Does he even visit branches anymore?
No, very rare. Very rare. No, they did not fill that role.
Yeah, exactly. What are they doing?
I don't know. They Lee Lensing. Well, they're probably pumping the brakes right now because sales aren't, fab sales are
Love?
weird. No, they're just weird because of the pipe pricing.
Yeah.
Because pipe went through the floor.
I don't. Pipe is the most confusing thing I deal with, and I hate it.
It really is.
All right, I'm going up. I'll talk to you. I'll leave it up.
All right, man.
All right, see you, Bobby.
See ya.
Yeah.
He's like gumming them.
Was he wet? What?
Huh?
Like, was he wet when you were grabbing him?
No, he had tears all over his teeth. But when I tried to keep giving him the passy,
Yeah, he wouldn't take. Yeah.
he was just gumming it. Because his teeth hurt. They say though, like, once the tooth breaks all the way through, then it goes away. But see how it's just that white little.
Yeah.
But once it breaks through.
Just a little bit, right?
Yeah, so he's almost there. But it says the days leading up to the breakthrough.
Brutal.
Oh.
I just want to pick him up and love him.
When I called you.
Where's mom?
Remember earlier you called me back?
Oh, yeah.
I was going to have you around town. I should have just went with my gut.
Yeah. You know best. You've only been wrong one time.
You just...
You made me go to Shop on Chop for no reason. It's pretty good, though. Out of all the times...
but they taught me about rib retraction, so
I know. But every other time you've been right. No, we're not going back in there. If he gets back up, I'll get his revenge when I take the dogs out. I think we're going to try to let him settle himself right now.
Some in the morning.
Or if he wakes up.
Yeah,
we don't know what tonight's going to bring.
Today he was so cranky.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like, he was in a good mood on and off, but, like, before and after the naps, man, he's
gumming his hand.
Yeah, poor kid. Yeah, when he puts his 3 fingers in, he's chewing.
Yep.
When it's his thumb, he's sucking.
I love him. Love him to death.
That's the best. I thought I got my period, but...
It was a doozy.
What do you think this is?
A tapeworm?
You think? Or you think it's just...
Where'd that come out of?
Remember earlier when I asked you to give me a pad? I thought that was the beginning of my period.
Where you going? He didn't like the breast milk thing?
Huh?
He didn't like this breast milk thing?
You better figure it out.
I don't like it. It's making me uncomfortable. Because it's getting all melty in his mouth and shit.
He was like gumming it and then he was just sucking it.
I can't believe you didn't send me this one.
Yeah.
This is his best one. The pure excitement.
Oh.
What was he looking at?
I don't know. Let's watch the one. Oh, Leticia.
What? She was flirting with him?
She just walked by. I think I was just saying, you're happy. I'm happy. I'm so happy.
Oh.
I'm so happy. It's the best. I'm so happy. I sent you this one because of his hand.
Yeah. What up, dog?
The claw. Is he still awake?
He's drifting.
And this could just be because the pregnancy test is cheap.
That's not cheap. That's high quality.
How much was it?
$2.99.
Kenny, did you think a $2.99 one was going to fly?
That's when you yelled at me.
Huh?
Double blue.
Do you see how there's like kind of that faint fucking line? It's because it's a fucking cheap test, I think. Or it's because I'm pregnant. Do you see it?
Yeah. Oh, no.
That's why I told you to get clear blue.
I couldn't find it.
And then you were fucking annoying me, so I was like, nah.
They didn't have it.
I'm fucking pregnant. I think it explains that worm that came out of me.
What worm?
That worm.
Chrissy, get a hobby.
You don't see it?
I do.
I told you to wear a condom.
We'd have to buy another crib. I'd have to paint that whole room.
Well, the good news is Julie still hasn't given away JJ's
Yeah.
old set, but I think Jesse's gonna take it. Although if she
We would
doesn't,
be pregnant first, so something
That's
fits.
true.
Oh, yeah, we're shaking. We'd have to move Kip into this room.
Kenny, I think it's positive.
What do we do?
I only trust Clear Blue. This is some brand I've never even heard of.
It's like Inspire. All right, I'm gonna go finish.
Finish what?
We have like 10 minutes left.
Ooh,
I'm
going
not-
back down there?
I'm not
When I
done.
might be pregnant?
Whoa.
You can't leave me hanging dry.
Yeah, I'm not leaving home crying.
Is my pee still in the... I guess I can try another one of these, but...
When did you get him?
Or I just got my period. I don't know what that is. Can you look at the camera?
Where are they at?
Wait,
When are we gonna help you sleep tonight?
I mean, you see it though, right? But it might be a stretch.
I mean, now I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I don't know.
Still awake. It's the tunnel.
You gonna go in?
Huh?
You gonna go in?
I'm not going until he cries again.
Yeah.
Okay.
My little painted baby. My little painted girly. This is my nightmare. You're pregnant again.
Honey, stop it.
My nightmare is a reality, and Daddy likes a nightmare. Right? I'll be excited. And we'd be done.
Oh.
That's what got me more excited. Oh, the mommy took your coat off.
Yeah, this did expire in November.
That's true. Is there two in here?
No, it's just one. It's definitely expired. It's the little...
The little gel pack. But then they put the shoes. There's no way.
I know, right?
What are we doing? What's that? Remember?
Yeah, remember?
I got the dogs out. I got attendants downstairs.
You've been saying that. 15
I'm trying. We'll take a break. I gotta go downstairs.